What is up, everybody? This is Omega Belmont back again with another statue and figure talk. So what do you guys like that format that I had where instead of just doing one day, I'll do 2 days out of the week just to get a little bit more info going in instead of just waiting a whole week, you know, just putting out just one type of information. Now I can put out more information about different figures that come out, different statues and figures that come out, and I can talk a little bit more about those figures and statues. So I think I might keep with that format, going with Wednesday, and then it depends on the day, maybe a Saturday night or a Sunday morning. I'll post it up, you know, do it on Saturday night and then post it up on Sunday morning, or maybe I'll just do it on Saturday afternoon and then post it on Saturday night. So it's between those 2 days that I want to really post those that video up. But so far, I think I kind of like this format better than just doing one day out of the week. Doing 2 days, like I said, does a lot more, works a lot better, flows a lot better. I can give out a lot more information about all these kind of statues and figures. So anyways, let's get started today. Unfortunately, I don't have anything from Mendereke. It's been having problems. The site has been going, you know, it's been down, up the whole day for me, so I couldn't get anything out of Mendereke, so we're just focusing on Amiami.com at the end here for pre-owned statues and figures. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about 2 figures that came out recently, or there's been announced recently. They came out of WonFest. If you guys don't know what it is, I think it was called the Wonder Festival 2016. They do a lot of, it's kind of like almost like the E3 of statues and figures. They put out all these, it's mostly imported stuff, so whatever is in Japan and you know, just over the seas kind of deal, not here. We kind of had that with SDCC, where they kind of throw out all this stuff at us, but at the same time, WonFest was there too, so they threw out a lot of info coming out there, so I kind of had to kind of go through and look through all the info. But these are the 2 that I really enjoyed from seeing from WonFest that I'm super excited about. I'll talk about a few more on Saturday, but these 2 are the ones that really caught my eye and I'm super excited about. So let's take a look at that. So before we get started here, like I said, we are looking at, let's make this a little bit bigger. There, but over here. Okay, so the first thing, we are on myfigurecollection.net. Perfect place if you like more of the Japanese companies. This is the perfect place to go. For me, they have a whole bunch of information about all these figures, new and old, and sometimes you can also look at ads that other sellers or other users are selling. So pretty awesome stuff. But anyways, we are looking at Otis Fear. Gwendolyn from Otis Fear. This is super awesome. There is no prototype yet. They just announced it. All they have is a picture, and we will look at the picture here. Open this up here. If you can see there, I might have to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. If you've seen or played Otis Fear, this is Gwendolyn in her kind of dress mode. This is when she's at the kingdom. And this is so cool. I mean, if they come out with this, I don't know who Flair is. Like I said, I don't think I have anything from Flair, the company Flair. But what I read is their statues and figures are pretty expensive. So, whew, I don't know how I'm going to do that. But I'm super excited for this. This is probably going to look really beautiful. I like Gwendolyn when she's in her dress. She looks totally beautiful and whatnot, so I can't wait to see or even get my hands on it. Depends on what the price is. I probably will buy it anyways. If it's like 200 plus, maybe not, but if it's around 120 or so dollars, I think I will definitely get it. So super awesome. Can't wait to see what it is. At the same time, they also announced a Oswald figure here. I'm gonna see if I can get a little closer here. A little closer. Oswald is the Dark Knight of Otis Fear. He's a guy who's like pretty awesome. He has like a little dagger. I don't know, it's not a sword, but it's like a dagger. But Oswald's cool. I like how he looks. He looks cool with all that black armor on, and hopefully that's how he actually looks like. This figure is also by Flair, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Like I said, they, from what I've read, they make good figures and statues, but they are a little bit pricey. So if this is how he's going to look like, and they have the little purple flames or black flames coming out of him, or I guess purple right here, the purple flames coming out of them, that will be totally awesome. Like I said, we'll see how much the price is for that. 120, 100, maybe at max 150. Depends on how big it is. I think they're 1/8 scale, so pretty good stuff there. But super excited for that they announced all this stuff. Otis Fear, if you haven't played it yet, it's just been released, re-released for the PS4, PS3, and Vita. The brand new battle systems and all that. I did do a review for that, and you know, go out and check it out because I believe it's a really fantastic game. So probably one of my top games of this year. It was a game from like 6 years ago, but like I said, or more than 6 years, I should say. It's probably 10 or 11 years, but awesome game, and look to have some awesome figures going along with that. So super excited about that. Okay, so next we are looking at Big Bad Toy Store. You can see already that we have oh, whoa, oh no. Get out of that. Let's get out of that. Okay. So now I got everything fixed up there. Sorry about that. It's Suicide Squad 1/6 scale masterpiece figure from Hot Toys. Hot Toys does a lot of their 1/6 scale figures. Pretty awesome looking little action figures, if you want to say it. They look freaking awesome. They're like probably the most detailed you can find in anything. They do a lot of license-based products, mostly in the movies and things like that. So they finally decided to do some on Suicide Squad. This is Joker, who is played by Jared Leto. Man, it looks so cool. I think for me, wow, I'm a big fan of this. His smile there, it's creepy. His face is creepy. That's all I can say, and that's what the Jared Leto Joker really reminds me of. Just a creepy guy. So there, I like this pose right here, with all his tats and his chains and all that. That looks pretty cool. So it does have a estimated arrival of the third quarter of 2017. So it's got a long ways to go, at a price of $249.99, which is roughly around the same price as all their 1/6 scale items. There's a few ones that are a little bit expensive, but those are like Hulk and some of the Iron Man ones, but mostly they're roughly around that size. And like I said, they're probably around 12 inches tall. Let's see if anything else. Nope. Other than that, yep, that's pretty much it. So pretty awesome stuff. Super excited for that. So you can pre-order that now on Big Bad Toy Store. Next up is, of course, on the same line, Harley Quinn. This is our Margot Robbie. Of course, with Harley. I like the smile she has. It looks really. She's just like, her mouth is like the tongue. Do you see the tongue there? And then the teeth. That's super awesome. I think that looks freaking awesome. Maybe hopefully they come with just a different head instead of this one. Oh no, that's all they have. It's just her with her mouth open. That's kind of creepy. If you can see all the clothes that she's wearing. Pretty awesome stuff. This is about the same time, Q3 of 2017, and the same price, and about 12 inches tall. So pretty much the same as the other ones. Of course, Hot Toys does some pretty fantastic stuff. So of course we can always move on, because you know what? Like I said, I've talked enough about it on the first one with Jared Leto here as Joker. Now we got Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. We are moving on to Amiami.com. Just a few things from Amiami.com. This one is totally one of my favorites from Figma. I'm usually not a big fan of Figma, but if they wanted to put out a character, this is probably the character I'll be buying. This Guyver. This is from Max Factory, their Figma line. This is Saitama from One Punch. Of course, if you can see from here, he has a few cool little sets here. You got his normal face, kind of like a derp face kind of looking character. He's holding a cup. You got this one here, kind of like his stance where he's just kind of like, yeah, I'm stronger than everybody, or let's ready to rock. That's a pretty cool stance there. And then his kind of, and he can change his head too. Look, you see that? So he's more like a fighting, like let's rock and roll, let's get it done. And then of course, you can put him in different poses. It looks a little bit weird here. Look, you see the little what holds him in the back here, and then goes probably into his back. It looks like I don't know if like anything like this. It looks like his cape kind of splits up where you can add, you can poke the little stand into in his back. So that's cool. And then of course, it is about 4,750 yen. You're looking at about maybe $45 without shipping. So it's probably a little bit more expensive with shipping. But it's probably roughly around 6.5 inches tall. Most of the Figma are about 6.5 inches tall, like this guy right here. I got my Guyver right there. So about 6.5 to 7 inches tall. I can't get him. For this guy. Somehow the Guyver, I can't get his stand to go into his back. It doesn't want to fit, so I can't get him into some cool poses. But I got him going with his Mega Smasher. Pretty awesome stuff. So we could probably do some dynamic poses with this Saitama figure from Max Factory. So looking forward to it. We'll see what happens. It does have release dates of January 2017. So getting there. We're getting there. It's almost the end of the year. Next up, it's just another one that was announced like a few days ago too. We've seen prototype pictures of this for a while now. Now it's finally colored. They put it up on pre-order on Amiami.com. You can also get these two at Big Bad Toy Stores too. So you can go over there and pre-order it. This one's from Good Smile Company. This is Alisa from God Eater. This is her. I guess I showed it to my cousin. He's like, this is the God Eater 1 costume. I think she has a different one in God Eater 2. So he's like, why are they using the God Eater 1? I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's people like this costume, her clothes in this one better than the second one. But this figure looks awesome. There's like 4 or 5 figures that she's had. I have one of them. One of them is in an action pose where she's kind of like looks like she's about to slice somebody. So her sword is in the back, and then she's kind of moving up forward. This one is just a straight pose. You can see the base on the bottom here. Let's open this one up to be a little bit. I can't do it, but you can kind of see it pretty well there. Let's see if I can do that. Give you guys a quicker look from there. You see the little base on the bottom here. That looks cool. She looks tall, but when I checked the myfigurecollection.net, and they usually show like the price and how tall the figure is. It's only like 8 inches tall, so it's kind of weird. I thought she may be close to like 10, but maybe closer to 9 inches. So that's pretty cool. Still a pretty big figure. If you're looking at price wise, it is 10,660,000 yen. 660,000 yen. I can't talk right now, but it's about like around $100. Pretty flat there, so pretty good stuff. About like probably $99 or something like that. I want to say around there. $99. So pretty good price there. I mean, listed price is about $13,000, so $130. But you're looking a little bit cheaper for Amiami.com, and about 8.5, close to 9 inches tall. So about a little bit closer to $100. Pretty cool stuff. I already have this one and the Saitama one for pre-order already. But they don't come out until next year, so they still got time to save up and do things like that. So if you're a big fan of God Eater, I suggest you go and probably pick this one, because there's a bunch of them that have just been announced. So good luck. And then I think that's pretty much it for the pre-ordered stuff. We are moving on to the release figures. There's a few, just 2 of them here. You got one from Amiami.com also. This is Ignis from Final Fantasy 15. 9,780 yen from Square Enix. This is their Play Arts Kai figures. Of course, they're posable and things like that, so you can kind of move them around, maybe attach different things. Of course, you can see from here, you can attach different hands to them, different swords, or 2 swords, and just different ways of doing things to them to give them some cool poses. So Of course, you got this pose. Where's that one that he was, his hands? There you go. This is the one. There you go. Put on his gloves. So Ignis from Final Fantasy 15. They're rolling out all the characters from Final Fantasy 15. So look out for that if you're a big fan of that. Of course, we all are. But I'm not a big fan of the Player's Kai deal. So I probably won't be getting them. They're quite expensive, but they're about like 12 inches tall anyways. You're looking at about 9,780 yen. So about, I want to say about $94, $95. With a release date, of course, it came out already. So you're looking at about $90 or so minus shipping. It's gonna be a little bit, a little bit more expensive because it's it's gonna be in a big box. So look out for that. Of course, with EMS kind of went up like a few months back. Poof. That's all I can say. Now we are looking at Big Bad Toy Store. This is from True Force Collectibles. This is the Mega Man X Designer Series. If you don't remember what the Designer Series is, this is this one right here. So this is this one. I think it was on Kickstarter or GoFundMe or whatever it was. They finally got it out and you can pre-order it. This one is, I guess it's getting another pre-ordered, but I remember it coming out a few weeks back or a few months back. So it looks like they're getting new shipments in or things like that. But anyways, this is from the SDCC exclusive version of the Mega Man X. Pretty cool looking. I like his color. I like how he looks. It's quite expensive though. The original ones, I say is about like $100. This is about almost $50 more, $149.99. Pretty expensive. So if you're a big fan of that, I think it's only like 7 inches tall. It's 6 inches tall. So, whew. That is quite expensive. Quite expensive. Unfortunately, we don't have any other pictures of it. We have just a really low-grade picture. You can't see much of it, but I want to see more. See if it comes with different accessories and things like that. Maybe it's worth that $149. Just because it's exclusive doesn't mean it should be that expensive, but whatever. If you're a big Mega Man fan, you're probably going to be picking up anyways. Anyways, that is it for all the new releases. We are moving on to the pre-owned sections. Fortunately, like I said, Mandareke is down for me, or maybe everybody. I just can't get in on. I can get into the site, and then when I try to go somewhere else on the site, I can't get to it. So unfortunately, it's down at this moment. It's like up and down, pretty much the whole day, pretty much 2 days. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, nothing's wrong. But we are looking at 4 items from Amiami.com. The first one is, of course, here from the Bakugou line. This is Black Canary with an item of B plus and a box of B. This is super awesome. I like this figure. I like the materials of her leggings here. It just looks freaking awesome. It feels cool. That's totally something different. And of course, I also like her base. It's like water, and then you can see it kind of ripples out like that. So pretty awesome stuff. You're looking at about 6,000 yen. I think it was like 6,500. So a little, just I think it's a little bit off from what you could buy new. Yeah, here we go. Back order 62 actually. But still a really freaking fantastic figure. I'm a big fan of Kotobukiya, and you know what? Well, you can't see it, but I do have a little bit of something over there, and like a whole like shelf, and then some more on the details of the most of the Bushido stuff. So awesome stuff. You're looking at, yeah, like I said, about level of $59, $58. So pretty good stuff there. I'm a big fan of this figure. I suggest you guys, if you're a big fan of any DC or any of the Bushido from Kotobukiya, I suggest you pick this up. Awesome stuff. Next up is from Max Factory. This is the 7th Dragon 2020 Hatsune Miku type 2020. I guess this is from the game. Maybe you can get her, but I've seen this one around so many times. I thought about buying it. There is, oh wow, there's actually two versions. Maybe we'll go to this one. See what they have. We'll stick with this one. This is an item of B in a box of B, about 6,780 yen. Quite fantastic looking. Anything from this, the 2020, the Max Factory is usually really high quality stuff. So if you're a big fan of Hatsune Miku, I guess, and of course, if 7th Dragon, 2020. I suggest you pick this up. 6,780 yen, about $65, $64. Pretty good there for a figure. I think she's something around like about 8 inches, maybe a little bit taller than 8 inches tall. So pretty awesome stuff. And like I said, it's a box B of and an item B. So next up is, I keep going with this one because this keeps popping up. Alisa from Alisa from a God Eater Burst. This figure's been kind of creeping up left and right for me. It like really tempts me to buy it, and I do want to buy it, but at the same time I'm like, oh, I just bought something that's probably better than this one, and I'll show you guys at the end. So, it tempts me so much to buy it. I mean, it goes down. It keeps going down. It actually went up a bit. I seen it go for about 5,000 a few months back, but it looks like going up another $10. Just because this is the only one on there. But this is from Plum. God Eater Burst. Alisa, about 6,380 yen. So about $62, $61. It is an item B and a box of B. The only problem I suggest you guys have, or I have with this figure, is it's a huge figure. Huge figure. I have a God Eater figure over there. I think it's, yeah. And she takes up like half the freaking detail. Her weapon is just super huge. And this is at the same time. Same kind of realm to her. Alisa's weapon here is super huge in the back. And it kind of goes up. The lucky thing is it goes up, going straight up, or somewhat straight up at an angle. But at the same time, it's still a really big figure. It takes up a lot of space. So if you don't have the space for it, you might want to avoid it. But if you do, I think you should get it. It's an awesome looking figure. So awesome stuff. And the last thing is, the last figure is from Orchard Seed. This is Lineage 2 Elf regular edition. I think there's like 2 editions for this, like a darker elf maybe, and then this one here. This one's a little bit more expensive. You're looking at about 12,280 yen, about $120, $119. But it's kind of a rare kind of deal, so you could, I've seen it go up to like 15,000. So maybe this one's not the rare one. Maybe it's the dark skin one. Maybe I can't remember, but it looks cool. Anything for Orchard Seed is usually really good. So it does have an item A and a box of B. Pretty awesome stuff there. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of this. I kind of, you know, if you're a big Lineage fan, of course you probably have this already. Whoever else is out there is a Lineage fan. I kind of want to get these just because it's video game based, and I tend to try to collect video games, more video games figures than anime and comics. Well, I'm a big fan of comics too, so a little bit of both. But the more I have, the more better. But it's pretty expensive, $120, $119. So it's pretty expensive up there. So I think she's usually, Orchard Seeds are usually pretty big figures. Maybe she's probably in the 9 inches, 8.5 to 9 inches tall figure line. It says 1/7, so yeah, she should probably be around 9 inches tall. So pretty awesome stuff there. But looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing what you guys think of all these here. I know something hopefully when I post this up, nothing goes, gets bought, but usually they don't. Well, the Hatsune Miku one here from Seven Dragon has 3 of them, so you got the 8,000 one and the 6,000 one. So the 6,000 one might be bought up by the time I post this one up, but the 8,000s are definitely going to be there. But like I said, I did have, like, before I did have a figure that came in today. I'm super excited for it. I won't do a review for it because it's an older figure, but maybe I'll do an unboxing video instead. I bought it from a user on myfigurecollection.net. Super excited for it, so I want to grab it right here. So, boom, boom, boom. Power Girl. I've been looking for Power. I've been looking to get Power Girl for a while now. Finally, she's somebody was selling it for pretty good price, and I'm just decided to buy it. I'm like, oh yes, now I got Power Girl and Supergirl sitting there. I'm sorry, Wasp, you're going to be probably moved out. Oh yeah, Starfire and Wasp. Maybe I'll put it next to my Power Girl, Sideshow Collectible Power Girl premium format statue. So maybe I'll put it next to her instead, because her base is, if I'm looking here, her base is pretty big. So I don't know if she'll fit with with all my other figures on the detail. So, but anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video here. Hopefully you guys go out and, you know, check out these figures and statues. Maybe buy some of these from Amiami.com. If you're getting started into, you know, figure collecting or statue collecting, biggest advice is to know what you're buying. Don't just spend like I did. I literally spent a lot, and I just bought like whatever. Oh god, that one looks cool, I'm buying it. Oh, that's cool, I'm buying it. Oh, that's cool, I'm buying it. Japan, if you get anything from Amiami.com, most Japan sites hate it when you back out of your pre-ordered. So if you have to cancel, they hate it the most. They're like, oh yeah, if you do it more than, you know, more than once or twice, you're gonna be, you know, your membership's gonna be, or you're banned for life or whatever like that. So I hate that so much. But if you usually pre-order anything from a lot of the American sites, you're pretty good. I'm pretty sure they don't order until towards the very end, so you're good on that. But like I said, if you go out, if you're starting to buy figures and statues, just buy the characters you like. Don't go out there if you know, just don't go spending money everywhere. Start throwing money everywhere. Don't do that. Spend on what you want first. And then if you have the income to spend on something else, go ahead and do it. But I suggest you just stick to one thing. You know, oh, I see this Superman statue that I want to get that, and just wait on that and just get the statue. Oh, I see this Batman statue or figure I want to get, just get that. Don't just start buying different figures out of different companies like I did. Look at these figures here. I could probably get rid of them. I'm just like, I don't really need them. I don't really. They have no interest for me because I don't even know why I bought them. But I guess it turns down to that. So, anyways, long story. Just buy the figures you want. Save a little bit of money. Go and check out the pre-owned sections for Amiami.com. They do have a sales section too, so I suggest you go there too. Mandareke has some pretty cool stuff that you can find on their sites. There is a list on myfigurecollection.net that has all the shops that you can go and look. Japanese, US, whatever shop. If you're from France, you can find shops from there too. So go in there, go on myfigurecollection.net, look at the shops, go and take a peek. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this week's today's statue and figure talk. There's Omega Belmo. Peace out.